What's going on, all you wild zombies out there? Your two favorite uncles back here for Cinephellas doing some more 31 Days of Horror. I am Uncle Logan Myers. That's my good mate over there.
And I'm Uncle Henry. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the 31 Days of Horror. That's right, me and Uncle Logan are back tonight, and we are reviewing we'll call it a mini series, Disney Plus, in the Marvel universe of all things. How is Marvel going to incorporate into the 31 Days of Horror? Well, they have made an animated series, 4 episodes long, and it's all about the Marvel zombies.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's how you do that then.
That's right. I was super excited for this 4 episode run to get released. Reading the comics many years ago, I never thought that they would, have a Marvel zombie show. Of course, they had, I think, an episode in What If, these what if scenarios, all these unlikely characters, superheroes coming, meeting up in these stories, and Marvel Zombies is one of that. And probably my favorite episode of that series. But this is the next take. The 4 episodes really going about, a lot of our favorite superheroes and the zombie plague taking over the world, trying to stop it. Seeing a lot of our favorite superheroes become zombies.
Ugh. Yeah, I was wondering how they were going to do this story. It's based on a comic book, I guess. They did a comic book series on the Marvel Zombies, so I hadn't read them, of course, and didn't really know what to expect. So yeah, there's a big zombie plague affecting the universe, and the Avengers are kind of right in the middle of it. So you have a lot of Marvel characters that have succumbed and become zombies themselves. There's Zombie Hawkeye, among others, throughout the series, and you're mainly following not too many main Marvel Avengers really here, but you get Riri Williams, of course, the new Ironheart, Iron Man kind of character there. Kamala Khan that we've seen,
Miss
Miss
Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have Blade. Blade's finally got a part in the Marvel universe, 10 years after they announced, Blade coming in and it never happening live action. He's involved. So that was cool. That was probably one of the best parts of it. And then, you have some other obviously big Marvel characters here, but you're really following like some lesser known characters here too, going out through the zombie wasteland basically. And, they have to kind of figure out how they're going to survive the zombie apocalypse. And it takes them all the way to space where they end up going and trying to find the Nova Core. And, not what I was expecting at all. And, kind of iffy on the 4 episodes, honestly. In my mind, I had pictured, the main Avengers, something with the main Avengers going through, and them having to battle the zombies. This felt like we were following characters that, to be honest, I didn't really care too much about. I'd seen some of Miss Marvel, so I like that character enough, but the other characters not really have a lot of interest in the characters. So like you're following these kind of B-side Marvel characters through the zombie apocalypse. So right away I was kind of like, okay, I'm willing to watch it, and the animation was good, and it was something new for the Marvel universe, but it would have been more interesting for me if we got like some, Spider-Man, the Thor, following the main characters and tying everything together. This felt like just kind of like another episode of What If here, and overall didn't really enjoy it as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you for the most part. The focal points in the 4 episode, like you're saying, Blade and Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, I think Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, a few characters showing up and not the big players. And I don't think they had enough to really carry the season, I guess. And they weren't as interesting as other characters that, we love in the Marvel universe. And I think that was the big downfall, maybe some of the writing. But yeah, I will say the animation did look good. Some parts it looked a little wooden, but overall, I think the animation looked really good. Zombies look fantastic, really bloody, gory at times. And seeing some really big players get zombified was very cool and interesting. But overall, the 4 episodes, yeah, I think they're about what, 30, 40 minutes an episode. Didn't really hold my attention as much as I wanted it to, and I was really excited for this. And it's a bit let down with this 4 episode run. So if they do some more of these, hopefully they iron out some of the issues, better, characters, better writing, and I think it would be much better series. That being said, I'm gonna give Marvel Zombies, currently streaming on Disney Plus. I give it a 3 out of 5. Zombie hair pieces.
You made a good point about the writing here. They kind of had the beginning of a story here, but didn't like fully flesh it out. They kind of made everything into these 4 episodes and rushed into things. I thought, they could have had a longer arc, over 8 to 10 episodes would have been a lot better. They tried to stuff everything in these 4 episodes, and it felt like a lot of redundancy in what happened. They were trying to find the Nova Corps. They were in space. It kind of like went away from the zombie apocalypse for a little bit too and went to space for some reason. And we never
Yeah.
really got a good explanation why. It just kind of felt random in certain times, during these 4 episodes. And yeah, I just felt like they didn't fully flesh out the story here enough. And that's the main reason why it wasn't enjoyable. Hopefully, like you mentioned, if they do continue on from this, they can make a longer season and get a more cohesive story, one that can go over multiple episodes and, follow some characters and give us some, emotions and reasons to be invested in these characters and make it mean something. That's the main thing that's been lacking in a lot of the Marvel stuff. Like, make it mean something again, like Endgame and all the movies leading up to Endgame and the Avengers forming and stuff. We got to know those characters and root for them. So like when you did lose one of them or somebody died, you actually felt something. It wasn't just like another character. Oh, well, he'll show up later on. It was like made an impact. And that's what kind of we're missing here, any impact. But the animation, like you mentioned, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed all that. And I would like to see more of this. Let's hopefully they can improve upon this. So with that being said, I'm going to give Marvel Zombies, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 Hawkeye zombie hair pieces. Shh.
So I want to hear from all you wild horror enthusiasts out there. What did you like about Marvel Zombies? What didn't you like about it? What's your favorite series on Disney Plus? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to stamp, subscribe. Also check out these wild ghouls on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for latest, greatest TV, movie news, and horror reviews.
Oh, the horror all month long in October, the 31 days of horror. We're having a blast being with you guys every day in October here, and we're just getting things started here. So make sure to come back tomorrow when we're going to have an all new horror review for you guys. Please stay tuned to our YouTube channel. Also, if you haven't already checked out the videos from the days past, go back and take a look. We also have are announcing Fellas giveaway to treat you guys with for the month of October, for trick or treat. We got to have some treats in there for you guys, and we're definitely going to provide that for you. We can guarantee that. So thank you guys for watching our review of Marvel Zombies. And until the next 31 Days of Horror review, I am Uncle Henry, and that's my good mate over there.
I'm Blade, signing
Hey,
out to the
Blake.
next review for 31 Days of Horror. Cheers!
Jesus.